Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I want to show you guys something really important. This is how I see most of the watches being really badly damaged. I'm going to show you how to open up a watch. When you're out in the field, you're at a market, you're at an antique shop, you're at somewhere buying a watch, you're looking at a watch. A watch, it's going to give you 10% of the information on the outside, but 90% it's going to be inside. So for you to accurately make an offer and buy a watch, you're going to have to open it. And you're going to have to know how to do it on the field, and you're going to have to know how to do it without damaging the watch. So if you're with a watch dealer, you ask them to open the watch. That way, if they nick it, they flick it, they do something to it, it's their responsibility, it's their watch. But sometimes you could be somewhere at an antique market. Antique market, a lot of these people, they sell random antiques. They're not watch people. So you got to ask them for permission to open up the watch, and they're not going to know how to. So you're going to have to open up the watch. So if this is the case, always carry with you the proper tools. This is not the proper tool to open up a watch. I don't think this one is either. Okay? And a lot of people carry one of these. This is not a proper tool to open up a watch. So you need the proper tool to open up a watch. If I'm out on the field, I like to carry this. It's a small to medium 2-blade Swiss Army knife. This is the best thing you could do. Because if you use the really small one, I have it here. This is the really small one. You'll see it right here. This one, the big knife on this one, the knife blade, it's way too flimsy, and you can't actually dig, because when you're opening a watch, you're not going like this. You're actually digging your finger inside the back case so you could get in there. Okay, so that's where a lot of people damage watches. I have a watch case right here. Okay, so a lot of people go like this. That's what they want to do to open up watches. You can't open up a watch just going up and down. Okay, so I'll get back to that in a second. But this is the knife I like to use. I'll give you an example. Like this is the big, so you could gauge the size of the knife that I use if you want to buy one for yourself. This is like the big Swiss Army knife, the one you could build a house with. Okay, and this is the medium one, like a multi-blade. So it's not the small one, but it's not the medium one either. So that way you have an idea which one I use. But the best one I have is this Bergeron 6403. So it's exactly the same knife. If you see it side by side, it is the same knife. But this one has the proper blade to open up a watch. Okay, so when you grab a watch, I'll try to show you, and I'll see if we can make it out here together. You're going to find it's going to have a little slot. It's either going to be on the side, sometimes it's going to be in between the lugs. So wherever the slot is, you're going to look for that slot. And you're going to position your knife right there, and you're going to push inward. When you push inward, I'm going to try to make it so you can see. You push inward. Now, see that blade move? That blade is in. Once that blade is in, just give it a small nudge, just a small one, and the blade will open on its own. It's really simple, but the first thing you have to do, you have to go inside. See now, this is where the back case rests, right here. So this is where you want to get your blade to stop. You want to get your blade to stop right there. Okay, when your blade stops right there, then you want to go up. So it's simple, guys. It's simple, but yet I see so many watches that are so severely damaged. Now, if you have a screw back, okay, screw back is a different deal. I use a lot of this. I love this ball. A lot of watchmakers hate him. I love him, but this won't fit in your front pocket, and if it does, you're going to look kind of weird walking around the flea market with this in your front pocket. So a lot of the screwbacks, I could get them open with my nails, and those you have to take a chance. But the best tool you could have Don't buy the $2 ones that they sell on eBay. They're blue and they're like a square with two fingers coming up. Don't buy those. They are no good. They slip and they damage your watch. If you're gonna buy one of these, make sure you buy a good one. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to read this. This is a Swiss quality made one. Okay, this is a really good one. So what makes it good? These here, where you're gonna apply pressure on the watch, they don't move around. So when you place it on the watch, they're gonna stay right there. If you buy a flimsy one, once you give it a pressure to turn, this will give way. One of these will give way, and now you scratch that whole back case. So guys, this is really important to buy a good one, okay? Also, you're gonna need one of these. If you're opening screw backs, you're gonna need a watch, something to hold the watch, and this is the best thing you could put your watch in. So there are vices. I have a right here. This one goes on top here, or you could just put the watch in here, and this will vise to a table. These are really good too. And just remember, always have the proper tools. You can see how much I prepared for the video. I'm pulling things out of my drawer. One of the things I love that I just got, this little thing right here. For those stubborn case backs, this thing here works wonders. Because what you do, you just put the watch in here and it'll hold in place. This will give it pressure. This piece will give it pressure. And I'll see if I could demonstrate. Well, not with this watch. You're bringing, with this screw, you're putting pressure on the case. And this little blade right here is going to dig into the back case. And once it dug in there, you're going to put this little thing there and then just give it a small flip. And it's going to pop that back really, really quick. This is a really, really good tool. If you do a lot of watches, I highly, highly recommend it. You know, and for the case backs, you got the Mac Daddy. You got the big one. This is very, very indispensable, especially if you're opening Rolex, if you're opening Breitling, the ones with the special case back. This thing here, this is what you need, guys. Don't try to open a Breitling if you don't have the proper tool. Don't try to open a Rolex if you don't have the proper tool. So, because the amount of damage you're going to do on that watch, it's incredible. Now, there are some case backs. Let me show you here. The case backs that use a special key. So make sure you have the proper key for that case back. Not every watch is created equally, so sometimes you will need special case backs to open up that certain watch. Now here we have a common Rolex opener, the handheld one. Now these here, you basically have to put the Rolex on a vise and then almost jump on top of the Rolex. You got to put a lot of pressure on top of that Rolex and give it small nudges, small ones. Once you feel that it broke, that you got it loose, stop twisting. Once you got it a little bit loose, you could just do it with your fingers. It's just that initial kind of crack, the break, where it breaks the seal of years of being shut down. That's all you got to do. Just give it a small one, and the watch, you'll be able to get it with your hands, or if you have a ball, you'll be able to unscrew the rest with the ball or with a piece of Rodico or something, guys. But really important, you know, have the proper tools. Don't destroy these watches. They're nice watches sometimes, and they go through hands of just a bad collector. I have a Omega 711. Beautiful watch. The watch is in mint condition, but somebody slipped when they were opening or tightening it. One of the two. And it has a gap that I'm not going to polish it because the watch is just in beautiful, absolute pristine condition, but it already has that mark. So guys, this is my video. Bunch of junk, but sometimes it's helpful. Sometimes all you need is something small, and if you're doing it as a hobby, you know, something small, something that you really don't invest a lot of money in, but always have the proper tools. Guys, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for following me. I appreciate your support so much. There's a bunch of guys here that we write back and forward already, and I found nice people here on YouTube, nice, really good collectors, and people that appreciate the non-expensive pieces with the expensive pieces. We'll get to expensive pieces, but I want to start with the basics. Want to start with the basics, and we'll be going up. We'll talk Rolex, we'll talk Patek, we'll talk Vacheron, you know. But I want to start with the smaller watches right now, and we'll get there. But guys, you know who you are. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for that thumbs up, because you haven't missed a single video for that thumbs up. And thank you for those comments, guys. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.